We're talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list today, and we're going to tell you what you can look out for, and what decks you should play, and probably what cards you should pick up in the new set in Light of Destruction. Let's go ahead and get started, but first, I'm going to talk about ProdigyGames.com. I'm the one James, and you can get 7% off of anything in the store, including future pre-releases of Light of Destruction, and also cards that you can pick up that got unreleased off the ban list by using code JAMES7 at checkout. And without further ado, let's get into the video. We have a couple cards that just got banned in Baron de Fleur and Borrowed Savage Dragon. What does this mean for the rest of the format? This probably means that Nibiru is going to make a comeback, especially in rogue decks that maybe weren't able to make Baron de Fleur and Borrowed Savage Dragon. Does this mean that decks are going to be turboing out Appaloosa? That might be a little bit harder to do depending on what deck you're playing, so going second cards are going to be getting even better. Cards like Change of Heart, Mind Control, things like that, to be able to take your opponent's Appaloosa from them, and also just generically going second cards are going to be getting a little bit better with those Omni-Negates no longer in the format. With the release of Legacy of Destruction, I think Fire King Snake Eye will still continue to be the best deck, but what does that mean for pure Snake Eye with the new pure Snake Eye cards coming out, Snake Eye Diabellstar coming into the format? I also think Tempai will be a clear contender right off the bat, meaning there might be a meta shift to Yubel as a hard counter to that deck, so the Tempai Yubel metagame might be upon us, especially with the Yubel synergy with Unchained. Now, Linkuriboh is banned, so that means that people will be playing Relinquished Enema over Linkuriboh, but then you don't have that down arrow for the Protos things, and Protos is the next card I'm going to be talking about, because there's a line that you can do with Bonfire that gets Nemesis Flag, which gets to Protos, and then you can Reproducus target the Protos, and then call Fire, and you just win the game, because let's be honest, a lot of people are going to be playing Fire in the next format, so just call Fire, win the game. Is that going to open up different options of people holding up interaction for the Protos line? And is Protos going to be one of the next best things in the format coming up soon? Because it got banned for a reason. I don't know why why Konami brought it back off the ban list, but hey, it's back. And does that mean that we are going to have to deal with a Protos engine in a lot of decks that can play it? Next up, let's talk about Thunder Dragon Colossus coming off the ban list. There are a lot of decks that search their deck right now, and a lot of decks that search their deck right now, namely Vanadium and Drytron. So are those decks going to take a massive hit? There are a lot of decks that can just set from the deck and things like that, but with Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage going back to 3, Thunder Dragon Colossus coming back, and Orcus Harp Horror coming back, it just feels like TOS format all over again, which is kind of crazy, with a better deck in the format like maybe Pure Snake Eye and Fire King Snake Eye. And Pearly getting Delicious Memory back will facilitate huge noirs with Plump, so it's going to be even easier to get that huge noir, plus that deck can play Dimension Shifter, so it can give fire decks a hard time. Magispector Kirin is off the ban list now, and Pendulum is in a better spot than it was before. So does that mean that Magispector will start taking over Rogue? You'll start dealing with Kirin and Babuku and things like that again. So we'll see if Pendulum can start to make a comeback in the next set. It's also an amazing day to be a hero player, since Destiny Hero Malicious went back to 3, so there's a lot of other lines that you can do now that Malicious is at 3. You have to do some things like putting Malicious back from the banish pile into the deck with Malicious at 2, so you can use it again. You can still do those lines, which means you might even get 4 Malicious on the battlefield. So if you're a hero player in the comments, let me know what you're planning to do with Destiny Hero Malicious. All in all, I'm super excited to see how the meta shapes up in the new set, especially after Legacy of Destruction comes out. There's a lot of new cards, a lot of new archetypes coming, and a lot of new things to explore in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, so it's an exciting time to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player right now. Let me know what deck you're looking forward to and what cards you're looking forward to from Legacy Destruction in the comments below. Once again, you can get 7% off of anything at ProdigyGames.com using code JAMES7 at checkout. This is the one James from ProdigyGames.com, signing out. Peace.